Hi, I'm Linda Honing, and I'm here today to help explain my feelings, my sentiments on smart meters. It started a couple of years ago when I became very sensitive to wireless technology. I found that out through being exposed in a resort in Cancun. When I came home, I was having really bad heart palpitations. And for me, that was very odd because I'm actually an athlete. I cycle, I do triathlons, and I dance. And so I did go to the doctor. Actually, I was admitted to hospital on more than one occasion. And we learned that I have a perfectly healthy heart. However, wireless technology actually impacts my heart in a very negative way. It actually stops my heart from beating normally, causing very, very rapid beats. So I have since got a doctor's note on my, it's posted here on my house. And I've written letters to BC Hydro stating that I cannot have a smart meter on my house because it actually will, I'm sure, do the same that wireless does since it is a wireless feature. I also have my legal right no smart meter here posted, and I have caged up my meter so that BC Hydro hopefully will not remove that. I also have another note, and all of these notes, by the way, you can get off of our website, which is citizensforsafetechnology.org. Again, I will say that is citizensforsafetechnology.org, all together. So Google that website. It's really important that we all speak about this issue that is affecting all of us. The problem here is that most people don't know about smart meters. No matter where I go, I talk to people everywhere because this is a really important issue for me to get that message out to people. And I have not yet met one person that has said to me, "Oh, I know about smart meters." They all say the same thing, rather. What is a smart meter? So I'm wearing my If Only jacket. And if only the public were made aware of really what a smart meter is all about, I think that a lot more people would be making a stand for what they believe in, and it is our right not to have a smart meter installed in our house if we don't want it. We are not a democratic society anymore. This is so important for all of you to go onto go to your parliament, go to your government, write a letter, state your position, go to BC Hydro, tell them you do not want a smart meter. Listen, all the people with the elderly that have pacemakers, this is really, really important for them because a pacemaker is an electrical piece that is put into your heart because our hearts are electrical. So you can't imagine what smart meters and wireless technology is doing to all of the elderly in our community. If we can reverse the HST, I really believe in my heart that we can reverse the smart meter issue. We just all need to stand up together and do this. It's really important. Please, not only the elderly, all the young children, babies, people with compromised immune systems, this is so important. Please go and make your statement. Stand up for what you believe in. It is our right. We have a right here, and our rights are being denied. I just want to explain to you something about this electrosmog meter. I actually purchased it so that I had something that was a concrete, visible aid to show people what happens when you are in a wireless environment or when kids are using their cell phone. Because of course that is the big concern today for their, teens are using cell phones every day. They're using them in school, out of school, all the time. They're sleeping with them, they're tucking them in their bra. We're seeing a surge of breast cancer from cell phones. So my objective here is to educate people through a visual. So right now we're going to show you a demonstration what actually happens on my meter when I receive a text or when I am making a phone call. So could we show that? Okay. You can watch the meter.
So I'm going to send you a text. Ready?
Okay, so watch the meter. See, now look what the meter's doing when his phone is sending a text. It is actually in the red, which is indicating that that is a very dangerous place to be. All of the teenagers that are sending texts, some of them like 700 texts a day. You can't imagine the amount of radiation they're exposing their poor young bodies to. And where do you think they hold their phone when they send their texts? It's close to their body, close to their heart center, close to their reproduction, their stomach. And, you know, that's just sending text, not alone, you know, not necessarily having it on their head, talking on the phone, which is another issue altogether. We encourage teenagers to use the speakerphone option. Do not put it on your head. If you're going to send a text, which I know we can't stop teenagers from doing, now that you've seen what happens and the amount of radiation you're exposing yourself to, I encourage you to push send and hold your phone away from you. Don't hold your phone next to your body when you're sending a text. So, you know, this here is something that you can purchase yourself on the internet. It's a Cornet electrosmog meter, and it's phenomenal. I think that this is a great tool so that you can explain to your children how important it is to avoid your cell phone at, you know, at a close range. So that is something that's really important to look at. Plus, you can go anywhere and see how much radiation you're exposing yourself to, whether it be in the stores, and, you know, of course, there's wireless everywhere. So I encourage you to purchase one of these and see for yourself.
So what are we doing here? What's happening here?
We're doing a phone call.
I'm just going to call Linda's phone,
Yeah.
and we'll see how much it goes up.
Okay, you can see that the meter now, again, is in the red, indicating a dangerous level of radiation. So, again, that's just receiving a phone call.
And it's steady state, too.
Yeah.
It's not, we shut it off. But.
Yeah, so again, it's really important to use your speakerphone mode on your phone, and when you send a text, please remove it from your body. I'd like to talk to you now about another issue that is really important. It's really something that I encourage you to look at with new eyes. It's the smart meter commercial by BC Hydro. When I first saw that commercial, I had no idea what I was watching, but I was very excited because they were talking about going green. They're showing the countryside. They're showing some water. They're showing families. It's, you know, and they're saving us money. I'm like, oh, what commercial is this? And in the end, they talked about smart meters. Well, I feel really betrayed by BC Hydro to put this commercial together, because honestly, it is not something that is encouraging for me, because it's almost subliminal. It's not true. They're not actually going to save us money. You have to be aware that it is going to cost you more money. There's an article in the paper of the province that explains BC Hydro is, you know, actually got a lot of debt, and BC Hydro's accounting is distorted. You know, we need to be aware of these issues here. Smart meters will be BC Hydro's cash cow. So what is the real reason why smart meters are coming? And they're going to charge you more money when you use your power at peak time. So it's not a consistent, regular power consumption and money that you are going to be paying like you did in the past. Everything is going to go up. Plus, we are going to pay for the installation of these smart meters, which is going to cost billions of dollars. So do you really want to pay all that more money for a smart meter and have something installed in your house that is potentially going to give you cancer or headaches, nausea, vomiting? There's all kinds of physical ailments that come along with a wireless device. Again, I please encourage you to go and look at citizensforsafetechnology.org. Make yourself aware. Look into these issues. Please don't just think that all of these things are okay, that smart meters are okay. They are not. We need to really make ourselves aware. We need to take a stand. Take a stand for your children, take a stand for yourself, for your grandparents, for all of the people in our environment, and also for all of those who cannot speak, which are our animals, the birds, and the bees. We are having major problems with our bees. They're talking about the bees having mites on them. Did you know that if you have a weakened or compromised immune system, you are not going to be able to fight things like wireless technology? So the bees are having a really tough time. They're losing their way to their hive. They're fighting in their hives. And, you know, they're saying that it's from the mites, but it's not. It's ultimately from the wireless technology. What about all the birds that are falling from the sky? I think that these are really absolutely crucial issues we need to take a look at in our environment and say no to smart meters, because they are going worldwide unless we stand up and stop it. Another important issue that we all need to be aware of here is the concern for people that live in apartment buildings. Okay, we're talking on my house, one smart meter. But if you live in an apartment building, and there are, as you know, in the Lower Mainland, so many, they are going to have a smart meter for each and every room in that apartment building. So do the math. How many smart meters are going to be in that building? Now, would you want to live next door to the wall where that smart meter or where they have like 10, 15, 20 smart meters? BC Hydro has told me that they have done research in their lab on one smart meter and the effects on a human body. But honestly, have they done a test on having 20 smart meters and exposing an individual to that amount of radiation? I'm concerned, and I hope you're concerned enough that we need to stand up and make a statement to BC Hydro and say no. It is our right. We live in a democratic society, I hope still. Please